came through the crowd, with Jim Morrell handcuffed to me. As soon as he stepped into the clearing, I was aware that somebody was stepping out from my right, blocking my view, and I remember leaning against the fender of the police car that was there. And Ruby took maybe 2 steps and fired. I fired at the right time. So, it came together pretty well. I couldn't have planned it any better.
Well, Jack Beers took a similar picture, but then yours was chosen as their picture is. It shows a little bit of the, I guess you call it, the anguish of the shot. How did that come about?
Well, I think, this is my guess, but Beers always liked to get up high, and he was standing on a little concrete wall to my right and behind me, and so that he could look down on the scene. He did that a lot in different assignments that I'd seen. And so I think he was aware of what was happening before I was, because of where he was standing. And that's why I think he shot when he did. That's the difference, I think.
So your shot was a split second later.
Well, the bullet had already entered his body, and so Beers was just like 0.6 of a second before mine.
Now, a few days before that, you must have thought you lost your one chance at making history, because you were in the motorcade. You looked up at the window and saw the barrel of the rifle coming out, but you had no film.
Right. We had planned previously for me to unload my camera, the long lens, and pass my film out to a reporter who was standing on the corner of Main and Houston. And as we turned the corner, Main and Houston, that put us facing the book depository, and I tossed the film out in an envelope, and the wind caught it, and he had to chase it, and we were kind of laughing, and we heard the first shot. And there was a pause, and then 2 shots closer together. And I just looked up the direction of where the sound came from, which was right in front of me, and there was the rifle resting on the window ledge, the barrel, part of the stock, so I saw it. And of course I have an empty camera in my lap, and I'm sitting in the back seat of a convertible up on the back of the back seat. And I'm trying to balance the camera, and the motorcade is speeding up. But I did see it.
What was that like?
And even if I had film in the camera, I'm not sure I could have reacted fast enough because it was so quick.
Now, last year when we talked, you told me that you had a camera loaded with film, but it was a wide-angle lens camera. When we did the radio program, I had numerous callers, people calling in, and listeners calling in, wanting to know what would have happened if you had shot that picture with the wide-angle lens. And quite frankly, I didn't know. I'm not a photographer, so I said, well, next November when I get to the book depository, I will ask Bob Jackson what would have happened.
Well, if I probably would have shot it with the wide lens if I didn't have if I wasn't balancing the camera with the back off, where I'd taken the film out in a long, heavy lens in my lap. If I'd have tried to swing the other camera up, like I say, it's so quick, I don't think I would have gotten it anyway. I would have probably tried if I didn't have the other camera in my lap. It fell off.
What happens when the lenses come out rainy or?
Well, I would have had to blow up the section where the window was. I would have gotten a beautiful panoramic view of the 6th floor and the buildings around it and part of the park. It just quality-wise, it would have been good. Of course, if it could have been done, naturally the picture would be pretty important. But I don't think I could have reacted that fast. Anyway.
As always, good seeing you. Thank you for joining us.
Sure. Thank you.
Could you send a picture from